What up, people? It is your one and only boy, Mr. Noland. Alright, so I created a proportions test review. You do not have this paper. This is just a video that I made to help you out. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. A recipe for dessert smoothie. Oh, that sounds amazing right now. I could use this smoothie. So a recipe for a dessert smoothie requires 4 cups of strawberries for every 2.5 cups of vanilla ice cream. Oh my god, I'm already drooling. This sounds amazing. At this rate, how much ice cream should be used if 2 cups of strawberries are used? So we're comparing strawberries. Be nice if I can spell. So here's strawberries. And here's ice cream. Ice cream! Ice cream for ice cream. Alright, so here we go. It tells us for every 4 cups of strawberries, you need 2.5. What is 2.5 as a decimal? 2.5. At this rate, how much ice cream if you use 2 cups of strawberries? Well, remember we showed you 5 different ways of solving proportions. We had ratio charts. Do I need a ratio chart here? No. You can find the scale factor within. Remember, within means up and down. Well, think about it. Going from 2.5 to 4 or 4 into 2.5, is that a good scale factor? No. You can find a scale factor between, which means left to right. Going from 4 to 2, would that give me a good scale factor? Yes, so I'm going to use that one. How would you go from 4 to 2? Well, you divide by 2. So what is half of $2.50? What is half of $2.50? Well, it's 1.25. So I will accept 1.25 cups of ice cream. Or in fraction form, 1 1/4 cups of ice cream. Both of these are good answers. They represent the same thing. Look how easy that was setting up my wand chart. Alright, next one says Mary and Paul. I should say Paula, since I don't know how to type again. Mary and Paula are making cookies to give to their teachers. Mary can spoon out 12 cookies in 4 minutes. Paula can spoon out 6 cookies in 3 minutes. How many cookies will they both spoon out in 1 hour? So we're going to have to make 2 different wand charts. We have Mary. We have Paula. We're talking about making cookies. So we have cookies and minutes. So there's Mary's. Here's Paula's. Cookies. Minutes. Alright, so let's start with Mary. Mary can spoon out 12 cookies in 4 minutes. Paula can spoon out 6 cookies in 3 minutes. How many cookies can they spoon out in 1 hour? Guys, how many minutes are in an hour? 60. So how did I get 60? 60 minutes in 1 hour. So for Mary, we can do it this way. How would you go from 4 to 12? Well, you multiply by 3. So what's 60 times 3? That would be 180. So Mary can spoon out 180 cookies in an hour. How about for Paula? How would you go from 3 to 6? Well, you multiply by 2. 6 times 2, is 120. So Paula did 180 cookies in an hour. Paula did 120. But it says how many cookies will they spoon out together? Adam, what's 180 plus 120? That's 300 cookies. Woo! Look at that. All right, next one. The ratio of green beads to pink beads on a necklace is 4 to 5. If there were 72 total beads on the necklace, how many green beads would there be? So we're actually comparing three things. We're comparing green beads to pink to total. Ooh la la. Well, it says the ratio of green to pink is 4 to 5. So for every 4 green, there's 5 pink. If this was a bracelet, how many beads are on this bracelet right here? Well, 4 plus 5 would give you 9. Well, now it says there's 72 total beads on the necklace. How would you go from 9 to 72? Well, you multiply by 8. So 5 times 8 is 40. 4 times 8 is 32. It says how many green beads will there be? Here's green. There it is. 32 green beads. Woo! Look at that. Alright. Fred went to an arcade to play video games. And I haven't done that I haven't played a video game since I was 14. Wow. That's 18 years ago. Isn't that amazing? Ah! Alright, tokens cost $3 for every 14 tokens. If he spent a total of $21 on tokens, write an equation that can be used to determine C, the total number of tokens Fred bought. So we're actually comparing two things. We're comparing money to tokens. Well, it says $3 for 14 tokens. If he spent $21, how many tokens would that be? So when you're setting up your proportion here, you got to keep the money the same. Notice how the money stays the same and the tokens stay the same. The money was on top on this case. The tokens were on bottom. You could also rewrite it as the tokens being on top and the money on bottom, as long as it all goes together. You can't do like money and then tokens on the same line. That doesn't make sense. Money stays with money. Token stays with tokens. Okay? Alright guys, let's check out another problem. Suppose you get paid $200 for 8 hours of babysitting. That sounds like an amazing job. Maybe I should go do that. You babysat for 14 hours last night. Wow, 14 hours. Wow, that's a long day of working. How much money should you receive as payment? So here we're comparing money to hours worked. Well, you made $200 for 8 hours. How much money would you make in 14 hours? Well, I'm going to be honest, I don't like the way I set this up. Okay, I'm actually going to show you a different way of solving this one. So I'm going to make a different one chart. I'm going to do my words, original, new, and new. So I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm not going to do that. So we have money in hours. We have $200 and 8 hours. We want to know how much money you made in 14 hours. Well, what I need to know first is how much did I make in, well, I could do 1 hour if I wanted. So I can do that. I want to know how much did I make in 1 hour. Well, to go from 8 to 1, you had to divide by 8. What is 200 divided by 8? Well, let's see. 8 can go into 20 2 times. 8 can go into 40 5 times. Sweet Jesus, you made $25 an hour. That is amazing. I need that job. Alright, so now with that we know we made $25 an hour. If you work for 14 hours, how much would you make? Well, how can you go from 1 to 14? Multiply by 14. So what's 25 times 14? Well, let's see here. 25 times 14. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10. Second row add a 0. 1 times 5. 1 times 2. Add straight down. Sweet Jesus, you made $350 last night babysitting. I need that job. Woo! But I want to show y'all something here. This is one of the other strategies. This is the fourth strategy we told you about. This is where you simplify and then find your scale factor. So the 5 methods we showed you were the ratio tables. You could also do the scale factor within, which goes up and down. The scale factor between, which is left and right. The transformation, where you simplify and then find your scale factor. And the other way, which we really don't like showing you, but we have to show you anyways, was the butterfly method. Again, we don't really like the butterfly method. I would use that for last options. All right, last question. Timothy's job pays him to fix boats. He gets paid $720 to fix 8 boats on Friday. If he's able to fix 15 boats on Saturday, how much money should he get for Saturday's work? Sweet Jesus, this guy's going to work forever. I'm going to create a one chart just like I did here. Words, original, new, new. Now some of you are wondering, how did you know to make a one chart with 2 news? Well, because it says he made this much money in this many hours. I need to figure out how much money he made in 1 hour first. That's what I need to know. So here we go, money in hours. So again, or sorry, not hours, boats. He worked on boats. So $720 for 8 boats. We want to know how much money if he worked on 15 boats. Well, guys, I need to know how much did he make working on 1 boat. Well, to go from 8 to 1, you divided by 8. So what is 720 divided by 8? Well, what is 72 divided by 8? Well, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72. Ah, that's 9. And then we see that 0 there. Put that behind there. So this person makes $90 per boat. Now he worked on 15 boats on Saturday. So to go from 1 to 15, you multiply by 15. So what's 90 times 15? Well, let's see. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 9 is 45. Second row add a 0. 1 times 0. 1 times 9. Sweet Jesus, this guy had a great weekend. He made $1,350 working on boats. Whew. Didn't have a weekend, but he made some good money. Alright, guys. If you need to, go back and rewatch this video a couple times. Again, you don't have this paper. I just created this and made a video to help you out. Guys, you have a test on Friday on proportions. Study a little bit. You don't want to get off to a bad start on this new 6 weeks. All right, guys. Mr. Noland checking out. Talk to y'all later, guys. Bye.